if you follow me in the discussion also. Okay, so can you see the screen, Dr. Gan? Dr. Gan, can you see the screen?
Yes, Sagi.
Okay, all right. So now, Four Noble Truths. Arya is a noble. Satya is the truth. So it's a part 3. Now, we already mentioned about the first noble truth, there is a suffering. The second one is a cause of suffering, there is a craving. The third one is a cessation of suffering, which we also can say in another way, there is the cessation of craving, all right? Cessation of suffering, what we talk is today. There's a third noble truth, or cessation of craving, Nibbana. The Sanskrit word is Nibbana, which I will discuss later. And then the fourth noble truth is the path leading to cessation of suffering, or the path leading to cessation of craving, which is the next part. Now, since it's a big topic or very profound topic, so I will analyze it in this question, all right? Why do you want to attain Nibbana? What is Nibbana? Where is Nibbana? Who can attain Nibbana? When to attain Nibbana? And how to attain Nibbana? So I will go through the question one by one with, I will show you with some later information. Now, before we go very deep into the Nibbana topic, so I want you all to maybe join in with this discussion, right? For example, the part 1 is about why do you want to attain Nibbana, all right? So there are a few options like understand the suffering in life, or number 2, afraid of disease, sickness, physical suffering, and mental pain, or want to realize the Four Noble Truths, or want to escape from the circle of rebirth and death, or other reason. So here I want people, maybe if you all can join me with this discussion. So what do you think on this option? Okay, on this option, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or if you have any reason, you can just voice out your opinion. Do you want to attain Nibbana because of any reason? So anybody want to, or you can type, if you are shy, you can just type your answer. What if you really feel that you want to attain Nibbana? So what is the main reason? Why do you want to attain Nibbana? Wow, out of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and everyone can just type in your answer. All right, any answer?
Number 4. Number 2.
Okay, number 4. Okay.
Number 2.
All right.
Sagi only one answer, or can be all?
Any answer? Yes, you can try any answer you want.
Number 4 again. Okay. There's Brother Kwan say number 1.
Okay, number 1. Yes. All right. So mainly is on number 4 and number 1 also. How about number 2?
Yeah. There's one number 2.
All right. How about number 3?
Nobody said number 3.
Okay. All right. But today our topic is on the Four Noble Truths, right? So why nobody say on number 3, right? So actually it also depends on how you see about the life, you know, because if you understand the suffering in life, and if you understand the sickness, disease, physical suffering, then you want to attain Nibbana. Or if you find that because of this sickness and so on, and you understand about the very suffering of this cycle of rebirth, and that then you want to escape from it, all right? Then, but how about any other reason? Is there any other reason? Anybody who can think about any reason? So you can just type in a chat box. Any reason that anybody can think of? How about Dr. Gan?
Yeah. So far, can't think of anything. I think maybe I think Sagi has mentioned most of the thing there. Because of suffering in life,
yes,
you know, you have to go through the sickness and death. As we age, like now already start feeling the sickness and death is coming nearer and nearer.
Okay, true.
So don't want to go through all these things again.
Okay, all right.
Over again.
Okay, so yeah, so everybody will accept this reason, right? Because the reason of why somebody want to attain Nibbana. Okay, now, but we need to be honest, right? Because a lot of people do not want to attain Nibbana, right? In this life, all right? So now, we are going to see the reason. Okay, so these some of the reasons I mentioned here. Maybe you all got other reason, all right? So, okay, for example, the reason, right? I do not want to attain Nibbana in this life as, number one, I still have craving and want to enjoy next life. I want to fulfill my paramis. I want to see the future Buddha. There's a material Buddha. I have big attachment to my family and friends and other reasons. Okay, do you feel that you do not want to attain Nibbana? All right, and what is your main reason? Out of this, can you write your answer? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you have any other reason, please share with people here. Okay, you can write your answer in the chat box.
Any one of you want to vocalize? Like, yeah, I want to achieve Nibbana in this life, but
okay,
I think I may not able to achieve Nibbana in this life. So
why?
It's not because the practice and everything is still not deep enough.
Okay.
So at the end, it's not craving, it's craving to go to a better life.
Okay.
Better assistant in next life to continue to practice until achieve a final Nibbana. Okay,
so this means that you still want to fulfill your paramis, right? You want to do it, make sure your parami fulfill so you can attain Nibbana in next life.
Whether you can say that is to fulfill the paramis or not, or whether I see in the sutta, not everybody need to fulfill the paramis to be achieve Nibbana. People just listen to the Buddha when the time is right. Listen. And then when wisdom is there, and then they just they enlighten and they achieve.
Yeah, because they already fulfill their parami. That's the reason why people can attain Nibbana on that life, in that instant when they see the Buddha, because the parami is fulfilled. So it's just like for example, you boil the water. So at one point the water start to get boiled, but it's already been burning. The heat is there for some time. That's the reason they can instantly get Nibbana at that moment, because the parami is fulfilled already, or going to be very fulfilled when they meet the Buddha. Okay, any other reason? Anybody want to share? If you want to just say out, or like Brother Ko, I think Brother Ko last time have some good discussion also. Brother anybody want to say any other reason?
Brother Ko say not confidence of being able to achieve, still insufficient of sada.
Okay, faith, yeah, all right. Oh, that's also another reason. No confidence enough, right? Yeah. Okay, so maybe if you feel that you are not confident enough, because maybe you feel that your faith is not enough, so maybe what you do, you tackle on on this side, because I think you are somebody, is like me, we are more on the intellectual level, so you can tackle on this point. You can try to realize the Four Noble Truth. Try to understand the Four Noble Truth as much as possible. Like you try to understand the suffering, and then the craving, and then Nibbana, and then the Eightfold Path. So when you learn more, then your faith in Buddhism and Dhamma will be increased. Okay, that's also another way. You go for realization, or try to theoretically and then practically try to understand Four Noble Truth. Okay. All right.
Linda, you want to ask some questions? Yes. Linda?
Yes, Linda.
You unmute yourself, Linda.
Yes.
I want to understand about the possibility of complete freedom and suffering.
Possibility of, sorry, complete
freedom and suffering.
Oh yes, by attaining Nibbana, right? Yes. which I will explain later. Yeah, all the characteristic of Nibbana is a complete end of all the suffering. Okay, yes. Okay.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Okay, so we finish this topic now. So now we already finished discuss you want or you don't want, all right, with some of the reasons here. Now we are going to study according to my question just now, right? What, where, when, who, how, why? Because when this topic is profound, we need to study from all this angle, all right? Now, what is Nibbana, all right? People, when you heard about the word Nibbana, or the first time you learn the Dhamma Buddhism, you come across this word, it's like very, your mind, when you hear this word, your mind is totally blank because you have no idea and no concept at all about what's Nibbana. All right, we are going to study in detail. Nibbana, there's a Pali word. In Sanskrit, it's called Nirvana. And then here, for those, if you are interested in Pali, so it's this RV, it changed to the VV, then changed to the BB. All right, so you got the Nibbana. So, and then the literally means extinction, Ni and Va. The root is Va. Va is to cease to blow or become extinguished. It's like your candle light when the wind blow, so it's like extinguished. So that's the meaning of Va. Ni is always like free from earth or cease from it. So Ni and Va and Anna. So you got Nirvana. All right, this one definition. So, or you describe it, the blowing out of the fires of the greed, hatred, and delusion. Raga is a greed. Agi is a fire. Dosa is hatred. Agi is fire. Moha, delusion. Agi is fire. So, blowing out of the fires of greed, hatred, delusion. So, these three, we call it fires here. And we also call it the three poison. So, from here, you know, it's talking about the cessation of all the defilements. So another definition, ni and vana. The meaning of vana here is a craving, thirst. All right, so craving and thirst. This is another. Okay. So another meaning is nibbana means is cessation of mind, matter, and mental formation. Okay. So any question? You know, I move forward.
Sagi, what's the difference between mind and mental?
Mind is a nama. Matter is a rupa. All right.
Mental.
Mental formation is a, okay. Sometimes mind is we are talking about mind is a consciousness, right? Mind is a consciousness. Mental formation is the cetasika in Abhidhamma. Anything except the consciousness, all right? Anything except the consciousness is called cetasika.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. All right, now we are still on the topic of what is Nibbana. All right, so if you want to know Nibbana, so we need to study from the this Abhidhamma. All right. Now, according to Abhidhamma, there is a four ultimate realities. So Nibbana is the ultimate reality. But there is no shape, no form, no shape, no color, no form in Nibbana because there are no mind matter there. All right. So you can see the text here. The fourth ultimate reality, here already mentioned in the Pali. So tata wuta abhidhamata chatuta paramatato chittam cetasika lupam nibbana iti sabata. So the things contained in Abhidhamma spoken of therein altogether four are from the standpoint of ultimate realities. Consciousness is chitta, mental factors cetasika, matter is rupa, nibbana. All right. So you can see there are four things here: consciousness, mental factors, matter, and nibbana. So nibbana is what you can see here clearly. Nibbana is not consciousness, mental factors, and matter. Nibbana is separate ultimate realities. So these four In Pali, Chitta, Cetasika, Rupa, Nibbana. So when you learn Abhidhamma, the very first lesson you learn is this ultimate reality, Chitta, Cetasika, Rupa, Nibbana. So this means that Nibbana is not Chitta. Nibbana is not mental factors, Cetasika. Nibbana is not Rupa. Nibbana is a separate thing by itself. Okay. Any question before I continue? Okay. If no question, I will continue.
I can
Alright.
continue.
Yes. Any?
No,
Yeah.
no question
Alright.
so far, but
Okay.
yes.
Yes. Okay. Next one. What is Nibbana? All right. We're still on the topic Nibbana. All right. So it's a release from the cycle of rebirth, samsara. Nibbana is part of the third noble truth on cessation of dukkha in the Four Noble Truths doctrine of Buddhism. So it's the highest peace and happiness. Sometimes we call it deathless amata dhamma because it's an escape from the rounds of rebirth and deaths. Because there are no rebirth, there's no deaths. That's why we call it deathless dhamma. And it's the external dhamma. This means that it's outside the mind and matter. All right. And you need to know what is mind and matter. Mind and matter, we call it the conditioned dhamma because they are conditioned by many causes. Because there are no mind and matter, nama, rupa, and nibbana. So nibbana is an unconditioned dhamma. Right. So another terms for nibbana is unconditioned dhamma. So how many terms in nibbana here? So just kind of here. So we call it deathless thing. All right. So sometimes we call it external. Sometimes we call it unconditioned. All right. Because it's not conditioned by rising and falling and other causes. And also another things that we need to know, characteristic of Nibbana is called Santi Sukha. It's a kind of peacefulness here. All right. Now, Nibbana is described in many suttas. All right. Like this in the Dhammapada, the colorful Dhammapada book, Treasury of Truth. So, apamado amata padam. Heedfulness is the deathless path. Amata padam, deathless path. What is deathless here? Deathless is the Nibbana. All right. So this one reason when you study the Dhamma, you come across the third deathless, which mention about to do with the Nibbana, or Nibbana is deathless. Now, we already finished the question of what is Nibbana. It might be a little bit, I think, theory here, but we need to go through here. And then we need to know where is Nibbana, because people want to know, is Nibbana inside the body or outside the body? Where is Nibbana? One thing, Nibbana is called external Dhamma, all right? So Nibbana is one of the ultimate reality, is independent of three other Paramata Satya, namely ultimate realities of Chitta, Cetasika, and Rupa. Since it has nothing to do with the Nama, Rupa, Sankhara, it's not a special form of Rupa and Nama. Nibbana is listed as a Bahida Dhamma, external Dhamma in the text, so it's not the eternal core within the body, nor something that can feel Vedana feeling. It's not the object aramana like sight, sound, because it cannot be felt. There's no Vedayita Sukha bliss in Nibbana, there's only Santi Sukha. Here, when we study Nibbana, because Nibbana is something that not easy to understand, we have to study from the negative point. This means that we have to see what is not Nibbana. So first, it's not the Nama Rupa, okay? It is not the special form of Nama Rupa, right? It's not within the body. It's not that something that can feel, all right? It's not the object, all right? So from here, we can see Nibbana is not a special form of Nama Rupa. It's external, so it's not inside the body. It's not an object also. So from all the negative, then we get a better or clearer concept about what is Nibbana. Okay, if no question, I will move to the next slide. Okay. But how do we know Nibbana? So we know Nibbana through this word called Santi Sukha. Right? Santi Sukha is a peace enjoyed in Nibbana. It has nothing to do with the earthly pleasure. It's a peace attained by the cessation of Nama Rupa Sankhara, the process of mind matter. So how do we know about Santi Sukha? We look at this example. Let's suppose a very rich man sleeps soundly. His servants prepare sensual pleasure for him and wake him up. He will surely scold his servants for having interrupted his peaceful sleep. He prefers the carefree sleep to sensual pleasure. Some people exclaim, how nice it is to sleep. If we find sleep which is void of any